And 3, 2, 1.
Medellin, get off a Minesweeper.
Yeah, Medellin's playing
You
Minesweeper.
need to tell me what to do.
Medellin's got a
okay?
76-second Minesweeper on that.
68.
Podcast,
68,
podcast number 8. And don't
be late.
And don't be late. The day's not lost. And today we're introducing Richard Bieniak on the podcast, a special guest. Everyone,
Yay!
Guys,
Nice.
thanks for having me.
Please take a seat.
Absolutely.
All right, so our friend Richard has been in Japan for how many months?
3.5 months.
And tell us how 7-Eleven is.
So 7-Eleven Japan is unlike any 7-Eleven in the United States. It's a convenience store, just like in the U.S. However, the food quality is a lot better. I would compare it a lot to like Wawa food. And the nice thing about 7-Eleven Japan is it has ATMs everywhere. Not even in the 7-Eleven, but just like all over Japan. And that was the easiest way to get money out when I was abroad. And they also sell alcohol, which is great because it's alcohol, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like now.
Doesn't Taco Bell down south sell alcohol?
I believe it.
Well,
I mean,
you can
anywhere outside of Pennsylvania, you'll find alcohol.
Yeah, like Wawa
gas
does
gas
too.
stations.
I didn't know
Wawa
that.
does too, but like it was just convenient because I lived down the street from one, so you know. But also vending machines served alcohol.
Did you try their Japanese or whiskey?
Yeah, I actually brought a bottle home.
Yeah. How
You guys wanna
did
try
you?
it?
Yes.
I won't be trying it, but I've heard good things
I
about
would
it.
like
On the
to.
rocks? Yeah, we can try it. Just come over next week.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. That's actually like
Okay.
after drinking whiskey there, I like really got into whiskey now.
How about the ramen? Apparently, Japan ramen is amazing.
So this is a sample. If only people could see what it looks like on my shirt. Ramen in Japan is like
It's like loaded with
like,
shit in it.
Yeah, so like first of all, the noodles are a lot thicker than
Okay.
like the noodles you get, you know, in the little ramen packs at the grocery
The
store.
more meat
That's
on
like
those noodles.
yeah. So they like boil it at a really high temperature really quickly.
Yeah.
And then they'll put those noodles in. They make a broth, usually out of like chicken or something like that. And then they'll put like vegetables in it, like corn. And then they usually put eggs in it sometimes. You can get like pork. So they always got pork in it, and you can get extra pork.
Let the record show
And
Richard
then-
looked at his shirt to verify
Yeah, and then like
what he was
there's
saying.
really good. I'm just like going off the shirt. And then there was this like hot oil you could put in, and the one place I went to,
Like spicy, you mean hot, or like? what do you
yeah,
mean
like
by
it's
hot?
like a spicy oil.
Okay.
Like so, it was pretty hot. And like this one place I went to, me and my one friend, we went skiing up north. We went to one of the famous ramen shops up there, and they had it was like a mushroom cheese ramen, and we got the hot one, and it was like habanero. Dude, it like burned our assholes. It was horrible. But it was so good.
How was the
Like,
pooping situation there? Is it stand up?
You just squat?
Do that squat thing?
Some were squat.
That's
I actually-
healthier for you.
Yeah, easy, nice, easy flow. But I didn't actually use it too much. The toilets we had at our dorm is called the shower toilet, and you basically it's like a capsule, waterproof capsule. So you can like literally just like what you would do is you shower outside of the like shower, and then there was like a giant tub you can kind of just sit in and fill up with water and bathe in. I never did that. I would just shower normally like anybody else.
Wait, but how'd you shit?
Yeah. How did you?
Oh,
poop?
there was a toilet and it was a bidet, so it's
Oh,
Okay.
I love.
You made it sound like you shit like there was some special shower that you shit in.
No, I'm explaining the
Shower
I'm explaining the shower toilet because it was all in one. It wasn't separate. It was like the toilet was there, your sink was next to it, and the shower was next to that.
And
What
classes did you take while you were there?
All right, so I took the American Economy, which is a gen ed.
Okay.
Got an A in that class.
Good
The professor, like, I don't think he enjoyed his job. He definitely didn't seem very enthusiastic about teaching.
Were these American
us.
professors or Japanese professors?
Two of them were American. This guy was from like Zimbabwe or something.
Interesting.
And then the other are usually Japanese professors, yeah. But it's an American university because it's like Temple, so they usually hire Americans, but half the population at the school is Japanese. Anyways, I took the American Economy, which is a gen ed course. I took another gen ed course that was it was called like African American like law and rights or whatever, which was pretty interesting. And that was like a law class. And then I took another gen ed was an arts gen ed, and I took it was like Japanese art and arts and cultural context, which was a writing intensive course.
So pretty much you were on vacation for 3 months.
Yeah. Okay. The only time I was on vacation was when I worked 3 days a week, and that was my other internship, or my other course that I took was an internship course. So
that's cool though.
Yeah, I was pretty busy, but at the same time I was chilling. You know?
Yeah, I mean, what was just name some of the cool places that you went and what you did at those places.
Okay.
And then name stupid places. Yeah, no, wait. Before you give the cool places, tell me something dumb about Japan. Like,
I gotta think.
You're telling us all the good things. Tell me something stupid about Japan.
Well, what was your least favorite part about being in Japan?
That's really hard to say.
How about, like, was the population, like, too many people on the subway?
I would say this is the sometimes it was annoying. Like, I would get on in the morning to go to work, and I was going on right after the rush hour at, like, 9:30 or 9, and, I mean, it would still be pretty packed. Like, and the worst part was going on after class, like 7 or 8 o'clock at night when everyone's actually leaving work. Because Japanese people work like 12 hours a day.
Damn. And that's why their economy's so good.
Yeah. Is their economy good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but a lot of them kill themselves because they work like overwork.
Oh my god.
They have a pretty high suicide rate.
Yeah.
South Korea has the highest suicide rate.
Yeah, so they have like
fun fact,
guardrails at the subway stations so they don't jump in front of the trains.
Fuck.
Yeah, and like if someone did that, it would they'd close the track down and they would say it's a human incident that occurred.
Oh.
Which happened once when I was there.
So the population was pretty shitty. Like how many people? Or it's the subways you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, so like I got used to it after a while, but I mean, just commuting to school was like an hour.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
From walking from my dorm to getting to class was like 50 minutes, yeah.
Why are the dorms not next to your classrooms?
No, I lived in a completely different city.
Okay.
Because it's just there's
That's just
so
how
many
Temple's-
fucking people.
that's how
It's
Temple
30 plus
set it up?
million people, yeah.
And so it was in Tokyo? The school?
One of the dorms is in Tokyo. It's in Shibuya. It's a big it's a popular entertainment district.
Shibuya. Roll call.
Yeah. And then I lived in Musashi Kusugi in Kawasaki.
Oh, Kawasaki.
Oh, Kawasaki. Oh. Yeah, and that was yeah.
Did you
That
see a
was
lot of
south.
Subarus?
Fuck yeah, everywhere.
I bet.
Anyways, one annoying thing when I went to Shibuya, actually, anytime I went to a club, I probably got asked like 5 times by random girls in the street. They would just come up to me and just be like, "Blowjob?"
God. And you have to say no.
Blowjob, handjob. I was like, "No, I'm good, thanks." And then
God,
Like, were
so
they
many
prostitutes
diseases.
or were they actually?
no, they just like
people
it's like
offer
massage
you-
happy ending kind of thing.
Yeah, so they were prostitutes.
Yeah.
Right, they're trying to get
Pretty
some
much.
money out of you.
I think his question
Yeah.
was, were they like real women?
They were real, but I
No,
don't
no,
think
no,
they
no,
were
no.
the
Like,
ones.
were they women that weren't prostitutes?
Like they were they trying to hook up with you, or were they trying to get
No,
some money?
those
out of
women
you?
were definitely trying to solicit me. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
God.
Sucky,
But it
sucky,
happened,
$5.
And then the other annoying thing, you have to be careful when you go to clubs. Is there's a lot of guys from like Africa, like Nigeria, like Zimbabwe, things like that.
Okay.
That just like are hired to be bouncers at these clubs or bars, and they'll come up to you and like try to get you to come in, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's happy hour, like free drinks, whatever," and they'll like talk it up, and then you'll go in, and they'll charge like insane prices, and like you won't be able to leave until you pay or whatever.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
you can't leave until
And
you
the-
buy something.
Yeah, and like I remember one of the last days. I never went to one of those, but they would always hassle like foreigners to come in to those clubs, and like that's the ones you should avoid. But the one guy was so funny. We were just chilling, about to eat ramen, and he just came up to us, and he's like, titties and beer. Like that's all he said.
Do you like that? Titties.
He's like
and beer?
titties and beer. Yes. We're like, not right now, but I like tits and I like beer. And he's like, oh yeah, tits and beer.
God.
So
All
funny.
right. So what were the cool places you went to then?
Cool places. I really liked. So Tokyo was like essentially like the New York City of Japan. It was massive. There was like a shit ton of people, obviously.
Were
More
you
than New York
were you
City.
the tallest person there?
No, there were some Japanese people taller than me, but there was a lot of short Japanese people. Let me tell you. Yeah,
Did you go to the Fox Village?
dude, I couldn't.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going to one of the last days rent a car,
Mhm.
but dude, it's 4 hours.
Oh,
almost-
really?
Almost 5 hours away.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And to take the train would have been $250 one way.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
So
And what's
that's
this,
why-
What's this Fox Village?
It's like
Just
just a
village.
fox sanctuary in the middle of the forest.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next time I go, I'll definitely go.
Yeah.
But the
no,
best
I
way
just
to get
read
there.
it. I just read it was.
Yeah,
a,
yeah, yeah.
like,
I really
must
try to go.
See.
But I was just running low on funds,
Yeah, no,
But,
I
like,
totally understand that.
I would have been able to rent a car for $50 for the day, and then get there. But the only problem is it's really expensive to drive in Japan. They have like Easy Pass, and it would have cost like $80 one way.
Wow.
To get there.
God.
Yeah. So it's not that cheap to go around.
So it's so expensive because there's so many people and they don't want everyone owning cars.
They'd rather have people do public transportation. Exactly.
Can you get like a kind of like a transportation pass? Like,
yeah. Like you can buy.
I know it's expensive,
it's
but
like
if
a yellow JR pass, and JR is like Japan Rail is what it's called, like their most popular public transportation system. And you can go like all over Japan with that.
Yeah, I know it's expensive up front,
but then like you don't.
If you just travel everywhere every day.
So like the coolest places I went was when I visited my dad and my stepmom in Osaka, and Osaka is west of Tokyo, a little bit south, a little bit southwest.
I thought she was from Thailand.
No, they just were visiting.
Okay.
Like my Thai family came, because that family, whatever. They like wanted to visit, and they went to Japan because it was convenient for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I met my parents, my dad and my stepmom there, and I took a Shinkansen, and Shinkansen is like 250-mile-per-hour train, which is really cool.
That's cool.
And I got there in like 2.5 hours. But it was also expensive. Like round trip from Tokyo and back was $250. Anyways, Osaka was cool because it was like a little bit more of a chill atmosphere. There was a lot of cool places to see. Kobe, which is a popular city for Japanese beef, was right next door. So I did that, and like Kyoto was not far away, which is like all these like they have like a lot of like cool sanctuaries and like monkeys and deer and stuff.
Did you get to have any beef? Any of those sacred cow beef? It's like the best beef in the world.
Kobe
apparently.
beef. Yeah. So we got
this already.
We got Kobe because my Thai side of the family, they don't eat like meat.
Okay.
So me and my dad were just like, all right, we're gonna go. We wanted to go to the one where they cook in front of you, but we showed up an hour early before they closed, and they're like, sorry, we're closed. And I was like, no, you're not. Just like, you literally, there's people there. Like, you're not closed.
Were they packed though?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Like, oh, we closed.
They just didn't want to serve you because you were white.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, I don't know. I was like, whatever, fuck this. So we went to a different place. They didn't cook in front of us, but there was the same beef. And me and my dad sit down, and first thing he orders is like beers for us. After 3 beers, he's like, all right, I'm gonna buy a $150 bottle of wine.
God
and
damn
I was like, Dad, you sure? I'm kind of feeling it. And he's like, we're doing it. I was like,
did you get it as like a steak or as like a burger?
No, you get it as a steak, but because it's so expensive, we got like maybe not even I don't know. I think it was an 8 ounce or 10 ounce, whatever. It was like this big.
Yeah.
And it was like $200.
God damn.
Oh my goodness.
But it's the best. It's like they're the best cows in the world. Like they sell the cows for like thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah. And it's like there's different class. It's called Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
But the 1% of Wagyu is Kobe.
Yeah.
We got Kobe. So like literally, I have pictures. I'll show you guys.
There's YouTube videos about this.
It's honestly really interesting.
They
like massage the cows. They feed them like the best food possible.
2 Chainz has a YouTube series called Most Expensivest, and he just tries most expensivest stuff, and he had the Kobe. And it's like nice. It's like marble.
So it's
like marble.
Yeah.
It's like
because like that marble, that's like the fat, like I think, like instant, like all the way through
so
there.
Like, it's marbled, and like the outside they just charred, so it's very medium rare. And all you really have to do is just like all they gave us was like a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of salt, and like ginger and like wasabi.
Yeah.
And that was it. And like all you did, like one of them, you would dip in salt, and like you just took it in, and it just melted in your mouth. Imagine beef, but as butter, just melting in your mouth.
That sounds awesome.
That's what it tasted, and it was beef, right? It was like beef flavor. So that was definitely a highlight.
How was your cross country on the motorcycle?
That was unreal.
Yeah.
That was the first time that was the first time ever driving on the left side of the road. I
didn't know Japan did left side.
Back in the 1800s, the British designed their rail system.
Oh.
And because they designed it, they did it on the left side.
Yep.
So ever since then, they did everything on the left side.
I was going to say, because the British colonies are the only ones that do left side.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
How'd you like your action cam you got?
It's cool. I have like some videos. I actually want to bring them over. Maybe you can edit them for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the motorcycle ride was cool. That was the first time I rode one, and like on the left side of the road, 1 in public, and well, 2 in public, and then 3rd in the rain because it rained.
Damn
it rained the one day.
So the first time ever riding a motorcycle with other people around you was in a foreign country.
In the rain.
In the rain,
On the left
across
side of the road.
Left
side of the road.
God.
Hey, I did it. It was good.
How were you able to drive? Like,
What
don't
do
you
you
need to get a special permit or something?
I have an international driver's license.
How?
You just go to AAA, pay
Yeah.
$30.
Oh,
That's good to you.
No,
Everybody's like, oh, that's
Like,
really
is that
so it's
easy?
I'm like, anybody can
That's
But
what
like,
Kayla
but like
has
laws
with her
are
Vermont
different in other
license.
places.
Oh,
So
they don't
shitty
give a
and
shit.
stuff like that. She gets like an
Yeah.
enhanced version of that. We pay a little extra, but you can just use that. You don't need a passport.
Okay.
Wait,
Because that's basically your passport. That's because they're so close to Canada.
Yeah.
Well,
So
the
you-
funny thing is when I went skiing in Hokkaido, near Sapporo, that's like where they had the Winter Olympics. They didn't even ask. Like, I gave them the international driver's license. And they're like, "We want to see your passport." And I was like, "Okay." So I just gave my passport. I was like, "You don't need to look at this."
Why
And
did to look at it for what though? Why
that
were they
that
checking
they
it?
know I have a fucking driver's license?
Oh,
They actually
cops stopped you or something?
No, just to rent a car.
Oh, to rent a
Yeah,
car.
because I rented a car later in the trip.
Oh, they
probably
didn't-
don't give a shit.
You're saying they didn't care about your driver's license?
Yeah, they asked for it, but they didn't. They looked at my passport. They didn't even really look at the driver's license.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, if you handed them some of that, I think that
Yeah, well, I gave them my PA license, that one, like the international license.
They were
and my
probably
passport.
like, what is Pennsylvania?
Yeah, they're like, what is this? I don't know.
Why do you have so many identification cards?
Yeah, the motorcycle trip was cool because I went to Hakone, and Hakone is like, you have really nice. Like, I didn't really see Mount Fuji because I actually drove there, but it was like pretty overcast, so you couldn't see the top of it. But I went to Hakone, and that's like really popular for their hot springs. So I just took a weekend and I went to like 5. It's called onsen, and onsens are like the highlight of Japan. Also, like I think that was like the best part of it because they have it's like obviously a lot of volcanoes and stuff. So they have all these natural hot springs, and what you do is like the hotel I stayed at, there was one inside and it went into outside. So what you do is like they're pretty particular about it. One, you can't have tattoos, so I had to cover mine the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
So the
where is
ink
this?
doesn't get in the water.
What?
So the ink doesn't get in the water.
Not even that, just because tattoos in Japan are viewed as like only the samurai criminals have those.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's like in their it's ingrained in their culture that tattoos are bad.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where did you say you were when you had to cover up your tattoos?
And onsen, it's basically a hot spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but there's some that don't care. Like I went to one in Tokyo the last day because my friend Corbin didn't go to one of the entire semester, so we went to a man-made one. They're called sentos, and they're all over Tokyo. Like you just like go into it's like a bathhouse,
Okay.
like essentially like hot tubs, but it's like natural spring
With a
water.
bunch of old
Yeah.
men butt naked.
So, yeah,
Who did
the
you
onsens-
travel to all these places with people or by yourself?
With people, sometimes with myself.
Okay.
Mostly with people.
Also,
Yeah.
speaking of tattoos, I want to see a new tattoo. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
healed yet, but
You
It's
got a
almost
new
real.
one?
Yeah, it's almost here.
Oh.
I found out this like when we
When
went
did
to
you
wing
get it?
night.
Where did you get it? When? I mean, when?
When? Second last week.
Oh, so you got it in Tokyo. Okay.
Yeah, I got one of the.
Is it Hello Kitty?
No.
It should have been on his butt cheek.
No, it's
That
very
was-
Japanese of me.
All right, I like that a lot better.
I can't see it at all.
Yeah, no,
I like
that.
Oh, what the?
Whitefish.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, because on the picture it was like
Fucking
really
hurt,
dark.
I bet.
Well, yeah. Now it's like gray, like the ink.
Yeah, no, I really
It's
like.
still another week to heal, but.
Yeah, no, the shading on that.
Have you been putting like Aquaphor
Aquaphor,
on it?
yeah.
Aquaphor's the best.
I did benthanol first for 3 days.
I
that's what you
did.
told
I
me.
did Aquaphor for a week,
Can I
and
see yours? I haven't seen
it's
yours.
never scabbed.
Yeah. Mine
Aqua-
did scab a little bit.
Aquaphor does
That's
it.
sick.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting
Oh,
another
yeah,
one
I
in
really like
this
yours.
summer.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to get in an aeroplane over the sea the flying like record player on
Oh
my
yeah,
bicep.
yeah, yeah.
It's like a record
So
player
like-
with like
Yeah, with wings.
airplane
Airplane
wings.
wings. Yeah.
Jonah, let me know when you go because I'll probably go get one with you.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
yeah, I go. I'm
The-
planning on getting a tattoo every year that I don't fail a class. So
So I expect you.
yeah,
to
so
get one
May
this summer.
hopefully I will be
I
getting a
might get another
tattoo.
one. Dude, once you get your first one, you want to get more. You know?
Yeah, I told my mom I wanted to get another one. She
Yeah.
goes, I didn't know you were going to become a tattoo guy. I'm like, Mom, you're acting like I'm getting sleeves.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'm not.
I have
yeah.
one so far.
I might do a half sleeve eventually, but that's probably at the most.
I
what
do
would
want 2 sleeves.
I could never do
Yeah.
2 sleeves.
I want this arm dedicated to
Scales?
or maybe my left arm I'm gonna do left arm, all in Imperial stuff. So like
Nice.
Stormtroopers, Darth Vader, all that kind of stuff. Because I want the Imperial symbol on my chest here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm dedicating the
One
left
arm
half of my
only.
body to the dark side.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, so
that's my plan.
the onsens, like they were, I mean, the ones I went to, I just covered up my tattoo. It was really cool because like you would show up. There was one I went to on one of the islands of Japan that was public, and it was like pretty neat because it was like right next to the sea. But most of them are like separate, so guys and girls. And you would go in. What you have to do is like first you change. They give you a little towel, so I use that little towel to cover my tattoo. What you do first is you walk in and you have to shower and clean yourself before you get in the baths. And they have these like little stools you sit on, and you just sit there and just wash and shower and shampoo, whatever. And then you can walk in and go in. And basically, the whole time is you're just like naked with a bunch of old Japanese men, like just chilling, you know, having a good time, whatever. And after an hour or two, you know, whenever you're ready to go, you get out and you shower again.
Did you talk to any of these old Japanese men?
Yeah. The one time I tried to, I thought it would be a good idea to wake up at 5 in the morning. This is on my motorcycle trip. I woke up at 5 in the morning to get in first, but there was already like 3 other dudes there, so I just got in and I was like, oh, good morning, ohayou gozaimasu, and like one guy was like, oh, English? I was like, yes.
You're like, oh, mm-hmm.
So
Please.
we kind of, you know, I was all
Shibboleth now.
Temple University.
Yeah. What?
I
You should have just
no,
started
no.
speaking Polish.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, proszę pan nie mówi po polsku. Yeah, so
They probably don't know where Poland is either. I don't know where Poland
My
is.
boss
No,
did.
I guess I do. I know where Poland
my
is.
boss did.
I feel like they know where some countries are at least.
Yeah,
They don't know where Pennsylvania is, for sure.
Well, I mean,
My
who
boss-
really knows
I mean-
where Pennsylvania
Hey,
is?
Mikey's on his way.
My
I hate
there's
Mike.
actually an advertisement for Poland in
Hey!
shit.
Future guest,
Whoa!
Eric, Dean, and Frank. Welcome to the podcast.
Fuck, it's already started.
Oh, wow, this is a freaking
What's up,
party
my
for
dude?
sure
How
now.
are you?
Feeling good.
I gotta move over.
Glad to.
Now
Oh,
we're just
thanks,
now
bro.
we're started.
Mikey's on his way
Is this
as
your
well.
new one?
Oh, we're in the middle of a
Is
podcast.
this your new one?
We are in the middle of
Oh,
a fucking
yeah.
podcast.
We're interviewing him about Japan.
Oh, I was gonna say, how was
Japan? It was
Japan?
amazing.
Yeah.
Now, Richard, you have to
just
keep on.
bring me
You
my
have to
phone?
keep on
You just
talking
got
about
back from
Japan,
Japan.
but you
Like,
can't
Like,
restate
Japan,
something you've already
enemy
had.
country?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Should we stop the podcast?
Enemy
I don't know,
country.
we're
Not
stopping the
fucking enemy
podcast.
territory.
All right, we'll stop the
Keep
podcast
Damn.
and start a new one.
So this podcast is
Richard,
half over. We're gonna have the ninth
was
one
the
coming up
enemy
real
territory?
soon.
This podcast has been brought to you by Labatt's Blue,
Yeah.
imported. Thanks for watching. God bless, Papa bless. Net neutrality is good. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, smash that dislike. Smash it.
Well, your mouse goes through your computer.
You just punch your computer screen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.